Then came the day my water broke. I was rushed to the hospital, contractions racking my body, my husband by my side, nurses bustling around me. For a fleeting moment, I thought I had escaped Douglas's shadow. But then the delivery room door slammed open. And there he was, Douglas, in a tailored suit, tie perfect, holding papers like a weapon.
Maya, I need you to sign off on the Thompson contract right now.
The nurse's face turned pale.
Sir, this is a sterile environment. You can't be here.
If you don't sign, we lose the client. Do you want to destroy the company while you're busy pushing out a brat?
I gasped, sweating, contractions tearing through me. Douglas, please, I can't.
Can't or won't? Clients don't wait for your little miracle. Scribble your name and stop being dramatic. Do you want to destroy the company while you're pushing out a brat? Sign it.
The nurse stepped in, furious.
Out now!
But Douglas shoved her. He actually pushed a nurse in a delivery room. Doctors rushed in, my husband yelled. Security was called. Douglas thrashed, shouting curses, before guards dragged him out kicking. The birth went on, but the joy was scarred. My name is Maya, and for years I worked at a consulting company that should have been a stepping stone in my career. On the outside, it looked like a respectable firm. On the inside, it was a battlefield ruled by one man's cruelty. His name was Douglas Carr, and he was a nightmare for every employee and intern unlucky enough to serve under him. Douglas thrived on humiliation. He treated people not as colleagues but as props in his theater of cruelty. His words were weapons, his smile was poison, and his temper, always loaded, always aimed at someone. I'll never forget one job interview that still makes my stomach churn. A candidate walked in, a man with dwarfism, smartly dressed, resume clutched in his hands. His voice was steady, but you could tell he was nervous. He introduced himself politely, ready to prove his worth.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for considering me for the analyst position.
Douglas leaned back, smirking.
Well, aren't you a little short on experience?
The candidate froze, visibly wounded, but trying to stay professional.
Actually, sir, I have 5 years of relevant experience. Do we need to build you a custom desk? Or maybe get you a ladder to reach the keyboard? Oh wait, maybe you could file papers under the desk. You'd fit right in.
The office went dead silent. No one laughed. We all sat frozen, ashamed to breathe. The poor man excused himself with as much dignity as he could muster, walking out while Douglas chuckled like it was the funniest thing in the world. That was Douglas, mocking people for sport, cutting them down just to feel tall. And he didn't reserve his cruelty for outsiders. No, his favorite targets were us, his employees. From day one, I could tell Douglas thrived on intimidation. He didn't just bark orders, he tore people apart. The interns were his personal servants. One afternoon, I watched him corner a nervous intern holding a stack of files.
Oh, James, did you forget my dry cleaning again? I can't believe you're making me chase this down myself. I'm sorry, sir. I'll go pick it up right now. No, take it to the cleaners immediately. And don't forget to grab my dog from the groomer on your way back.
James gulped, nodding frantically.
Oh, and stand in the rain for 5 minutes too. I want to test that new umbrella you bought.
Even the senior staff weren't spared. One afternoon, Douglas stormed into the open office space, face red, voice booming.
The toilet isn't flushing again. I shouldn't have to tell you this. Sir, maybe we should call maintenance? Maintenance? No. You two are perfectly capable adults. Grab those plungers and unclog it yourselves. Now.
They exchanged helpless glances but obeyed, muttering under their breath as they shuffled toward the restroom. And then there was Claire, the receptionist, a sweet young woman with kind eyes who had the misfortune of being nearby when Douglas stomped in one rainy morning, mud all over his Italian shoes.
Claire, clean these now. Mud, my shoes. What do you think this is? A charity?
Sir, maybe a mop would be better.
What? Too much for your job description?
Claire hesitated, glancing at the staff who were silently watching.
Come on, bend down, wipe them clean. I'll wait.
With shaking hands, Claire bent down, tissues in hand, while he sipped his coffee, feet crossed, chest puffed out, grinning like a king on a throne. It was horrifying to watch, yet somehow he seemed to feed off the fear and discomfort in the room. Every order, every humiliation left a mark. The office became unbearable. People whispered in the break room, trading survival strategies. Some cried quietly at their desks. A few quit, but most of us couldn't afford to leave. Whenever I presented a report, he would cut me off, his smirk dripping with venom.
Wow, Maya, did your 5-year-old nephew put these numbers together? They look like crayon drawings.
The room went silent. I forced a smile, trying to keep my composure, while he basked in the embarrassment he'd created. And he didn't stop there. Douglas had a habit of misplacing important files and then blaming me. Once he shouted across the office,
Maya, where's the Thompson contract? Don't tell me you lost it again.
I had emailed it to him hours earlier, but he delighted in making me scramble, eyes burning while my colleagues watched in awkward silence. When I found out I was pregnant, I braced myself for his reaction. He didn't disappoint.
Pregnant? Do you even realize the financial impact of maternity leave on this company? Couldn't you plan better?
I'll finish all my projects before I go on leave, Mr. Carr.
Don't think pregnancy gives you a free pass. Laziness spreads like a virus. If you sit down too much, I'll assume you're milking the company. You'll keep up with deadlines, understood?
From then on, he targeted me daily. If I rested for a moment,
Don't get too comfortable, Maya. Pregnancy isn't a disability.
if I took a bathroom break,
Timing your breaks now, are you? Maybe the baby should learn punctuality early.
if I missed a late-night call.
Pregnancy doesn't stop the world from spinning. If Maya can't handle it, perhaps someone else should.
The stress was suffocating, but I gritted my teeth. I needed the paycheck. I told myself to endure him until my leave. Then came the day my water broke. I was rushed to the hospital, contractions racking my body, my husband by my side, nurses bustling around me. For a fleeting moment, I thought I had escaped Douglas's shadow. But then the delivery room door slammed open. And there he was, Douglas, in a tailored suit, tie perfect, holding papers like a weapon.
Maya, I need you to sign off on the Thompson contract right now.
The nurse's face turned pale.
Sir, this is a sterile environment. You can't be here.
If you don't sign, we lose the client. Do you want to destroy the company while you're busy pushing out a brat?
I gasped, sweating, contractions tearing through me. Douglas, please, I can't.
Can't or won't? Clients don't wait for your little miracle. Scribble your name and stop being dramatic. Do you want to destroy the company while you're pushing out a brat? Sign it.
The nurse stepped in, furious.
Out now!
But Douglas shoved her. He actually pushed a nurse in a delivery room. Doctors rushed in, my husband yelled. Security was called. Douglas thrashed, shouting curses, before guards dragged him out kicking. The birth went on, but the joy was scarred. My son's first cry was drowned in Douglas's echo. But fate wasn't done with him. Someone had recorded everything. The video of Douglas barging into a delivery room, screaming about contracts and shoving a nurse went viral. Outrage erupted. Former employees came forward with their stories. Clients terminated contracts in waves. Douglas escaped from the hospital's security guards as soon as he learned the police were on their way to arrest him. By the time the officers arrived, he had already fled, speeding through the streets until a truck slammed into his car. The crash left him in a coma. 2 weeks later, he woke up to the reality. His right leg was amputated due to the fatal accident. His wife, humiliated by strangers whispering, "There goes Mrs. Carr, wife of the psycho boss," filed for divorce. The board of directors fired him on the spot, condemning his actions publicly. His career was over, his reputation destroyed. Meanwhile, I held my healthy baby boy, knowing karma had done its work. A month later, I mailed Douglas a photo of my son's tiny hand clutching mine. No note, just the picture. A silent reminder of the life he tried to ruin and the moment he could never erase. Then came the call from the CEO.
Maya, I want to apologize. What you endured was unacceptable. With Douglas gone, the office feels like a new place. People are smiling again. Effective immediately, you're promoted. We value you, Maya.
I smiled, looking down at my baby. Thank you. That means more than you know. The company thrived without Douglas. The nightmare was gone. And me? I finally had peace. So that's the story of how my boss barged into my delivery room, tried to ruin my labor, and how karma came for him harder than I ever could. Moral of the story? If your boss shows up in your delivery room with a contract, kick harder than the contractions. And hey, don't forget to like and subscribe. Otherwise, I might just barge into your labor room demanding you hit that button. Trust me, you don't want that.